Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera. We move to chapter number 4, which is about weathering. What is weathering? Weathering is change of rocks due to the exposure to the atmosphere. Okay, change of rocks when it's exposed to atmosphere. Okay. Rock is normally formed very deep and then it will expose to atmosphere if we have uplifting process due to the tectonic force. And then these solid rocks will be loose and break it down into a fragments, and then the fragmented rock will be eroded. This is a part of process of sedimentary rocks. Okay, recap about the rock cycle. We are now in the chapter number 4 is about weathering. We have chapter number 3 on the igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rocks. Now, what happens if these rocks, which is buried underneath here, uplifting and exposed to the atmosphere, which is close to the atmosphere? Okay, so that rocks will be react with the atmosphere, whether from water or air. So this is an example of these weathering products. This is an example in Malaysia. You can see here we have the rock boulders here. This is cutting slope. So you can see the top here is soil. Originally, this rock profile is like this, but on top of that we have a soil covered by this rock is covered by soil. So this is the if we continue digging this soil, so finally we can find these rocks, yeah, solid rocks. So normally on top of that is soil. So this is another example of weathering product, which is boulders. Okay, this is boulders surrounded by soil. This is soil surrounded by soil. Okay. So this weathering we can classify weathering into two, which is physical weathering and then chemical weathering. So in physical weathering, this physical weathering is about breakdown of the rocks into a fragment without this is without change any chemical composition, mean they remain in the same chemical formula. Their minerals not changed in their formula. So it's like that. If we have this block of rocks, so fragmented into this size and then another size to smaller size, so decreasing their size because of this physical weathering. So in physical weathering we have 5 forces that cause this physical weathering. First force is because of frost actions, unloading, silent crystal growth, alternate heating and cooling, and organic activity. So let me move to frost actions. Frost action is about when these rocks or the ground is normally on the temperate country. So we have that kind where is the water is cold, or water is normally filling on the jointed rocks and then frozen. What happens when this water frozen? When this water frozen, the volume of this water will increase up to 9%. So due to the increasing on volume, so this create the pressure that will be act with these walls, the rocks wall, and then create a crack, and this crack will be increasing and make this rock falls. So this is the process where the water fill the cracks, and then because of the temperature drop to 0 degrees or less than 0 degrees, so this water will be frozen, and then this volume will increase so by more than 9%. So then create this pressure to those rock wall, and then the end of this, so this crack will be large, and then this rock will disintegrate and create this rock wall. Okay. Second force from the physical weathering is from unloading. Unloading because of the reduction, okay, pressure on the underlying rock mass by erosion. Okay, this rock mass expand as our burden pressure release. Uploading cause joint or sheeting joint develops, and the joint strike parallel to the slope. So this is an example of this unloading process, which is began like this. So we have a soil cover on the top because of erosions. So the mass is exposed by erosion, and then this rock mass will expose, and then this is because of this pressure. So unloading will be cause this uplift, expansion. This rock mass will be expand upwards, and then this expansion is create called exfoliations like this. It's like onion skin. Yeah, I like this exactly like onion skin. So this is will be uh, uh, drop because of this expansion. Okay, expansion upwards, and then create the slab of rock and parallel to the surface. Okay, this is parallel to the surface. So this is another close-up view on the sheeting. This is photos at the Kinabalu. So if you experience climb up the Kinabalu, so you can see the sheeting expansion, because on the top of Kinabalu this rock is exposed. So what happened is the force upwards create the exfoliation, or sometimes you call it sheeting. Okay, this is Kinabalu. So you can see here, so all the sheeting. Okay, so next pause.